Okay, welcome to the madhouse this week. Wendy is going absolutely berserk with one of her squeaky toys. So if she happens to do that while I'm recording, she was doing it literally seconds ago, I will let you hear the madness and then I will pause and regroup before carrying on. Thank you for joining me for today's plan with me. I still sound a bit stuffy. So please excuse how I sound. Myself and my husband have just had COVID again for the second time, and we have no idea where we got it from. And it's just been awful. It's been awful, but I'll save that for the week that I am planning that has COVID, and you can hear all about the delights of that. But for this spread, I am using a kit from Two Little Bees. I cannot for the life of me remember what it's called, so sincerest apologies. And I've already put down my spares in my sticker album and thrown the backing paper away, so I don't have any way of checking, so I do apologise. But it's this really beautiful, vibrant purple and green kit. I think when I purchased it, I didn't realise quite how bold the colours were. And I think because of the way she lays out her kits, the colours are throughout. So it was all purple and all green, a tiny bit of pink, but very, very bold, heavy colours. Beautiful, but just so different to what I've become accustomed to. I don't know what she's throwing around now. I'm getting some thuds from somewhere. But yeah, the softer colours that I've become more used to, this just took a bit of adapting to make sure that the spread didn't look too heavy. But I think I managed that. I think I've created a decent balance. It's a really, really pretty kit. And I did have one of her pages of journaling kits to use as well, and the functional add-on sheet that she has. And I also this week purchased the watercolour swatch, the sort of paint splodges. I don't know what they're called. I'm pretty sure they're ink swatches. But anyway, they're the kind of paint drop swatch looking things. I have done a horrible job of explaining that, but I have used them a little bit in the sidebar, and I've used them on most of my quarter boxes with some floral deco. And they look really pretty. I wouldn't buy them again. For me, that money is better spent on something else, but it's fun to try them. And yeah, it's just good to kind of see what works for you, isn't it? So it was a lovely kit to try that on. The colours are absolutely gorgeous, so I'm glad that I went for it in this spread. Now, in terms of this week's plans, I didn't realise that I was looking at the wrong week in the planner that I write down my plans in. So I did the whole spread, wrote everything down, and then went to flip the page to next week and was like, oh no, the dates don't line up. So I've written the plans this week are actually the following week's plans, but it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. 2 weeks being mixed up, being written down isn't the end of the world. Even though my husband and I think I've said before, do refer to my planner when we're trying to remember what dates we did things, but it's fine. Nothing hugely dramatically important happened this week. But I think for the base of this spread, I pretty much just used the kit. These Panda Bird design dividers, the pretty lace doily ones. Oh my gosh, I can't get enough of them. I use them in every single spread. I'm obsessed. Anything she releases with that pattern, just what you can see I'm laying down there on that scallop sticker. Oh my gosh, I can't get enough of that pattern. If she released anything in it, I would buy it. I'm obsessed. So I've used those throughout the sidebar, and I have used them in the quarter boxes throughout the spread as well. I'm really enjoying using these floral trims that have become a real thing. I think they look so pretty in every spread. And then I don't know why, but I had thought that buying a journaling sheet, I'd be able to kind of use those stickers with the fancy boxes that I have in my collection that I can layer, but I really struggled with that, so I wouldn't do that again. That wasn't worth it for me. In my head it was going to go a lot easier than it did. But yeah, heavily used the kit because I think a lot of her kind of midi boxes, are wonderful. They already have the floral deco on them, so it's really minimal work. I did the spread really, really fast. And I love Two Little Bees. The quality is always amazing. very consistent, and yeah, she just releases the most amazing designs. In the actual full boxes are actually really, really pretty, and her headers are really, really pretty as well. So I do love how the spread came out. In terms of plans this week, nothing exciting. We just spent a lot of time at home. I've been really, really tired. It's been hitting me lately, the kind of effects of long COVID. And bearing in mind, this is not the week that I thought I was planning, but in the week that I'm laying down, I did have a long COVID appointment on the Thursday, and it was good to talk things through, but a little bit unhelpful because there's nothing they can do. It's just like we just have to live with fatigue, and that's really frustrating to hear because it's impacting me in my personal time. So I make sure that I don't do anything on Sundays because I know I'll be too exhausted at work on Monday, and I need to prioritize being good at my job and working hard. So it's difficult because I'm limiting myself personally. I don't do anything on weeknights. I do my gym classes twice a week, and that's it. We play a lot of computer games at home. We're very much homebodies anyway, but I purposefully only plan things on a Saturday. The odd weekday thing if I can't avoid it, because, you know, I've got concerts and things, a couple of them this year that I can't avoid, but I'll make sure that I've taken the time off work or I've had a rest the day before. But yeah, it's just a bit rubbish to kind of here's how you can cope with that, which I've already been doing. And there's not really like a way to improve it. So that was a shame. That was quite hard to hear. And then on the weekend, I did go and see a friend, which was lovely. Met up, we had some waffles in the morning. And then just had a walk with some friends in the afternoon, did that all on Saturday. And then on Sunday, I did the most wonderful dog walk with Wendy and her best friend. I will not say his name because her ears will prick up, and she's not allowed out at the moment because she's had to have some staples put in for an injury that I'll discuss further down the line. But it was the most wonderful walk. We were out for about 4 hours in beautiful, it's a place called Chumagna. It's a really, really beautiful walk with gorgeous views. And we did like a little photo shoot for the dogs. She has a professional camera. Her best friend's owner has a professional camera. And we just had the most wonderful time finding the perfect spots. There were bluebells in little parts of the walk. Again, stunning views over the water. It was just, oh man, we got some gorgeous photos, and I'll include some of them at the end because, oh my gosh, I mean, you know how much I love these dogs. But that was like the Sunday of my dreams. I take so many photos of Wendy, and to have like proper photos of both of them together was just, honestly, it made my year. And I mean, this little teepee that we found was just the most perfect thing. So yeah, I'll definitely pop those photos in at the end. But yeah, this is how the spread looks as a whole. Like I say, very happy with how it came out. I think it's very bold for me now for what I'm used to, but very, very pretty, and purple and greens in my book, you can never go wrong. So yeah, very happy with how it came out. Sorry again for the sound of my voice, but well done if you made it to the end of the video. Enjoy the photos, and I'll see you in the next one.